everyone and welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. We're building a small home today because I feel like I've been building these massive, big, multi-million corporate buildings, you know, a lot of community buildings I've been building as well. So today we're doing a small build, literally. Also, I'm doing a little giveaway in this video, so stay tuned. I will explain it in a minute. Today I'm going to be building a tiny home residential, but we're going to be going for a small home, which gives me 100 tiles, which is fantastic because what I want to do today is delete that tree. Thank you very much. We need all the space we can. I want to build an 100 tile home, which essentially is this beautiful square box. And I want to fit a family home as well as a garage because I am here to tell you that I'm doing a giveaway of the restoration workshop kit that recently came out. Honestly, I think that the kits are going just in a great direction recently. And that kit in particular, it gives you gameplay. It gives you storyline. It is interactive mixed with some really cool items that you maybe have seen in my garage video. I've used some items as bedside lockers where they definitely shouldn't have been bedside lockers. So I really actually wanted to give that kit back to one of you guys. If you would like to win yourself the Sims 4 Restoration Workshop Kit, comment down below your favorite Sims building style. I know there's a lot of styles out there. There's my favorite being contemporary / modern, but there's things like industrial, you know, there's boho, which I kind of enjoy as well. So let me know your favorite Sims 4 building style down in the comments. And of course, do subscribe, like the video and all that jazz, but comment down below your favorite Sims building style. And I will pick out a winner on May 27th. So you've got 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks from today to enter this competition. Thank you so much to the EA Creator Network for allowing me to do this and giving me the ability to gift one of you guys this opportunity to have this kit. And the fact that I can give this to you in a giveaway, it makes me just so happy and it makes my day. So as I said, garage, we've got to fit a family home as well as a garage in 100 tiles. I mean, it doesn't have to be a square, but you know, there's something about a square that gives me anxiety. What I was thinking about is doing maybe like a parent's bedroom and 2 kids, maybe girl and boy. Let's do something like that where we have to have like 3 bedrooms and oh my god, 3 bedrooms and a garage. Am I okay? What is going on? Am I okay? Okay, this is going to be a challenge in itself. I'm going to take out some items, right? And we are going to try and work around them a little bit maybe today, because instead of me just like thinking of a shape and then working with it, I think I could shoot myself in the foot pretty quickly. I do want there to be 2 separate bedrooms because I know I could just whack bunk beds for the 2 kids and call it a day. Kids sorted, but I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to do, but I mean, the guys can have bunk beds as it is because we could put like a cute desk underneath if they want to, which probably, or else they could just have a hay bed because that is also a possibility. Yeah, I kind of like the idea actually of having, because they're definitely going to be kids, like children, right? So wait, why is this that way? Can I not? Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense because there's ladders on both sides. So just say if I had like a child in a bedroom here, right? If we are thinking of doing a desk, I at least have to have the kids' bedrooms being a 3 by 3, which I mean, that's a lot, you know, the kids are spoiled. What if I do a regular bed? Just say a regular bed, maybe like a little skinny, oh my god, move objects. Whew, close one. We need move objects for this. If I do a tiny little bedside locker, I will get some Sims into this to test it in the end because I know you guys like to download my builds, so I want to make sure that these are downloadable. Okay, what if I was to do, no, that's going to be very small. If I put like the desk here and a chair like here, that's prison cell vibes, so maybe not. So I guess 3 by 3 probably for the kids would be the best option for us unless I do something like this. Actually, that's not a bad look. If I do something like that, so the child has, yeah, but then like, what's the point of doing that little nook? What the hell? But I mean, looking at this, I don't think it's going to be that difficult. So just say if I do extend that poor child's bedroom, like this unwanted child with 1 lesser tile, let's do something like this, right? Then what if we were to have like a little bathroom this way? Remember, we have to have a garage. The garage is important. Okay, if I do maybe parents' bedroom like this, right? Because all we need in the parents' bedroom really is like a double bed, a nice dresser. Yeah, that's even... Okay, we could do it smaller, right? But if I go for a slight bit bigger, I could fit a dresser, you know, I'm just like, I'm just whacking down some items, so just forget about it for the moment. These items will not stay, okay? So just imagine this being the parents' bedroom. I feel like that is a little bit of a waste of space over here. So what if I actually move this room over here? Or actually, no, wait a second. Undo. How do I just let you down? Okay, there we go. Okay, but what if I then do a little garage area here? So we could almost have like a little garage over here. I really just want to like bring in a piece of this. I know that's like reducing the space of my build, but what if I just play around with this a little bit? Wait, is that still an amount of tiles? Wait, what? Oh, apparently it is. Wait, now if I reduce this, that gives me 6 tiles. And then if I make this bigger, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we've got like a little hallway, but where do we do like the kitchen sitting room? Okay, the parents' bedroom was a bit big. Okay, so we've got child's bedrooms. Wait a second. I feel like this could be maneuvered a little better. What if I actually do the parents' bedroom like smaller altogether? Like, do you know what? They actually don't need a big bedroom, but even something like this I think would fit, because I think your Sims could still walk around. So if we had something like this for the parents, it means I still have 4 tiles to work with. Okay, so I could do, what does this look like? Okay, that looks like a bit of a puzzle piece, and that's okay. What if I move you back and give us some room like this? That's 100 tiles. I just feel like I'm wrecking this area over here by having these 2 tiles making such a skinny hallway, but I guess that is kind of also normal. But wouldn't it be better maybe to put the bathroom here, have this as like our little garage space, then have this as the kitchen? Actually, I don't know whether that's a good idea at all. It's still 100 tiles. I feel like I'm doing this like so wrong. I think it's just the garage that's really like upsetting me. Obviously the garage being one of the most important parts of this video since we're doing a giveaway. But why did I decide to do a small home for 4 bloody Sims and a garage? Like, what else do I want? I'm trying to actually cut away a little bit of like space from the kids' bedrooms, but does that look like a little bit of a prison cell? I feel like it does, because I want to run like a kitchen here. Wait a second, maybe it actually looked better if I run like a kitchen here, so then we've got access into the garage. So if the door goes here, can I even fit like a nice looking kitchen here? Like, I don't want it to be shabby looking, you know? So if I maybe have a fridge here, stove. So if I had something like this, I can even actually use the new fridge from the other kit. I think that's really cute because it's like a family home. We could have something like this, right? Where, I guess, no, the door of the garage would probably have to go here. So that way it makes me think, because I deleted the bathroom. We have no bathroom for the moment, but that's okay. Then I'm thinking if we run the bathroom like this, right? And we have the door to the bathroom like almost here, I could then have all of this space here for like sitting room and dining room. And because of this little nook, I don't have to have any doors into the bedroom here. So logically, I should be able to fit like a nice enough like sitting room space. Logically, I don't know whether that's possible, but logically it should be. Unless, see, it's really like the space of this bathroom. Like, kind of, it would feel better if I had it this way, I think. So I could almost do, yeah, like you walk into the house and you have your little couch this way. This essentially would be your front door. So like you come in straight into the couch, which is a little weird, but that's okay. You could even have like the door to the bathroom here. Okay. I know I'm just like placing down items sporadically, but I am really trying to make this house look cute because I don't do family homes, and I feel like I need to do like a Simsy blue suburban, whatever that challenge is, because I think that's actually really fun. And for me, that is like a challenge to do like a big family home. Yeah, so I'm not used to doing like family homes with anybody other than just a singular sim. Like I'm just not good at it, you know? Is that even nice if I do like a little sitting room like this and then somehow I still have to fit a dining table into this space? So that's why maybe this is actually better for the kitchen. If I do, sorry, for the bathroom, if I move the bathroom in this way, maybe if I actually do the room that way, so that's like your little hallway area. And then we could try and fit some sort of a table scenario here. Like I want the family to be able to sit down for dinner. Like I want them to sit down, or else we just don't have a TV. Because like the couch would probably look better on this wall, or even on like this wall, the chair kind of like that. But then like we don't have a TV, which I think is pretty sad. Like this family is already sad enough looking at the state of their house, so you think they would at least have a TV. This is probably like the worst layout ever because everything is like laid out, but everything is just squished into the walls and there's so many angles that it just does not feel right. It just feels so wrong. Hold on a second. I have to have the door here, I think, to the garage. That's such a small garage. Like a car wouldn't even fit in there, I reckon. We have to have the room of the child, like the door this way. So like logically, I should be able to fit, wait now, what if we just like put the dresser out of the parents' bedroom and like put it out here somewhere for a second? Can I make the parents' bedroom any smaller? I don't think I can actually. No, I probably shouldn't. Don't think I can. So like I could just do a round table, like a small little round table, small little chairs. Like logically, I think people can walk around this. Like surely they can. Yeah, that probably looks a little better because then I can also just do a nice little like trash can here, you know, something like that. We don't have a door to the outside, which I probably could do a door to the outside if I kind of squish everything in like that. I could actually, you know what? Could actually put a little door here and then we can kind of go out to like this little area because I was thinking of doing like a little carport because a car won't fit in there. So maybe, guys, maybe I've got this sorted. Maybe, just maybe. I think I need to get Sims in here. Although, wait, now this could probably go like here or maybe more like here. But then there's a door. It's just this table. Like I cannot fit this bloody table. Or else I move the table more so like here. And then we don't have a TV. So we just established that anyways a while ago. Because like that's a bit too squishy by the door, isn't it? I think so. Does the kitchen or does the bathroom need to be this size? Can I make it like a bit weirder in size? What if I do... Hold on a second. Can I go like this? But then like, does that even make any difference to what I just did? I don't think it does. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I think just a regular 3x2 sideways. I guess the door could be moved here. Actually, the placement of the items in the bathroom will determine where the door is. But I guess if we could just have this there, we could almost, you know what? We could almost do this to probably, okay, I need to get Sims in here so that I can actually figure out whether everyone can actually access this house because I do feel a little strange having this table like floating around in places. So I'll get a family of 4 in here and figure out what the best placement of this is. Okay, I just made a beautiful family. I actually really like them. I think they're really cute. So let's get them into this house and try to get this house looking good. Okay, so far, oh my god, it looks like this. It cost 17,000 simoleons already. Jesus, that is expensive for that. Jesus, okay, that's not that great. I was like, starter family vibe home. No. It's so expensive. Right, I am just gonna get them all to sit down because I just want to know, can they even like get into this house? Can they even sit in this space as a family? And what is it gonna look like? Because that is obviously one of the biggest issues. Okay, they can walk through the chairs, so at least they're not silly that way. But like, is it gonna look stupid with the whole family sitting there? Actually, you know what? It actually doesn't look that stupid, would you believe? Because I can put like a nice painting up above there. So that looks actually quite normal. Just say like if you start cooking something, please don't burn the house down, just please. Is it gonna look silly? No, okay, it actually does not look too bad. Okay, she hates the decor. Yeah, that is very fair. Okay, I guess that looks okay. Can I just get you to like sleep in this bed for a second? Of course you can get in there, surely. Tell me you can get in there. Yeah, okay, the kids can get in there. That's perfect. I just want to figure out one more thing. If I was to move the bed quite far over to the wall, can you get in there, you sir? Can you get in there, please? Oh, you can. Okay, that's perfect. Sims are a lot smarter than I usually think of them to be. So yeah, I guess this probably would make a lot of sense. That's perfect. Okay, so I think I'm happy enough with the layout now. So we've got a nice little garage area going on. So as I said, I did want to do a little bit of like a carport. So obviously we'll try our best not to go over the designated amount of tiles because this is a small family home. Let's maybe figure out a little bit of the roofing because I think I'm going to do a carport, I suppose, with a roof, if you get me. So we're not going to be using any kind of tiles or anything. It'll just be a roof. And you know, me and roofs are not really the friendliest together. So this could be a little bit of an issue. That already looks like an issue in my eyes. So maybe that's not the ideal thing to do. But I like the way this is kind of covered in there. But I don't like anything else about this. So how do we fix this? I do not know. What if I go in sideways? What if I do like this thing? No, that's gonna look exceptionally bad. Although, wait a second, what if I do this and then another little roof in there to like hide in the mistakes? No, that's not gonna work, surely. I feel like if The Sims did like building courses, I would definitely sign myself up for a roofing course. Because look at that. Look at this. What is this? What if I do something like this? What do we think of that? I know there's like a really weird nook in there, but I kind of like, I extended this by one singular wall. I know it's like cheating because I've added an extra wall. Really, I'm allowed to just add a single wall. It doesn't change the tile count, so surely that's allowed. So if I do something like this, right, and then if I was to, let's just sketch it out a little. I obviously want like a garage door at the front of this, and I know we don't really necessarily have like a proper garage door, but we've got a lot of other beautiful things that you can, you know, use to mimic the idea of a garage door. Like, I love this thing. Like, that is just like such a cool door. And to me, that does look like a garage door. Like, I know it's not really, but I think it's really cool. So I definitely will use that. And then if I was to get myself path, right? So just imagine this will be, okay, this is just fantastic the way I'm doing this today. What is going on? I think I need to go back to bed. So that would be like our little driveway, right? Up to the garage. But then I also want to do another little thing. So if I sketch this out for myself, I could almost do something like that, like a little side driveway thing, so that we could imagine that we could park our car here, because obviously the car doesn't fit into the garage. It's actually like my house where I live right now, this house. We do have a garage, like a garage, but we can't fit a car in there. Like, we can fit a tiny little car in there, but we have like our washing machine and stuff in there, which is exactly what I want to do with this garage. So then we could just have cars parked outside the side. But I did want to do some sort of like a little carport. Like, if I was to do it maybe with some columns, you know, if I maybe just got some regular schmegular little columns for a sec. What if I was to do like a couple of them? Can I get my grid up in here, or is that not allowed? Thank you very much. What if we do something like that? Okay, that looks a bit silly at the moment. Then if I was to get another little roof, probably just like a flat roof, like a regular little roof. I don't know what that means, but that looks so bad. That looks really bad. Okay, it's not how I envisioned this, but you get what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do like a little carport. I guess that doesn't even look too bad, but it kind of still does at the same time, and I don't know how to make this look better. Again, if somebody out there was doing Sims building courses, maybe I need to sign myself up. Because I need help. But if I do this, oh Lord above, what am I doing? What is this? No, this is bad. Because like, imagine all the water like piling up there. That would cause a leak. Plus that looks hideous. That looks so bad. I really just want to do this and then like cover it with floor, but that's gonna make this like floor tiles, if you get me. Because like, before I undid it, this was still a floor, and that would be ideal, but like that still takes up tiles. How am I supposed to like not have tiles there? Is there any item I could use maybe as floor? Because that looks really cool. I really like that idea. I want this to be like covered by like a flat roof, unless I just actually make like a really flat roof, I guess. Wait a second. Let's go back to the drawing board for 1 second. Maybe if I actually just make like a really small flat roof. Actually, there we go. There, she's got it, guys. You know what? You leave me alone for a couple of minutes. I'll think of it. I'll think of it. I'll make it work. I just need extra time. Not as quick as everyone else, okay? That doesn't look bad. That looks pretty cute. Again, if the crickets were in my room, they'd be like, cricket, cricket, cricket. Okay, so I think I've made something nice out of this. I'm really hoping. Also, that yes, there are plates still back there from the dinner my Sims had a while ago. So I guess what I need to do now is figure out the window layout, because I've not done that yet. I've been working on the outside for quite a bit of time, but we've got 0 windows. So let's try to figure that out. So I'm thinking there will be a TV right here. I guess the bed should probably kind of go, maybe like on this wall. So that would be nice. Maybe we could have like a mirror and a little chest of drawers there. It doesn't have to be that particular chest of drawers. I'll just delete it for now. But let me try to figure out some nice windows. I always use the exact same windows, and you guys probably already know this. This is not like a newsflash to anybody, but I really love these new windows that came with the new pack, and I don't know what to do about it. It's just, they're very nice. That would look stunning there, but that's looking directly into the bathroom, so maybe not that. Maybe we could have a nice little chunky one there, just to bring in a nice little bit of light. I don't really know what color we're going for yet. I don't know what's going on. This build is a little bit dysfunctional today, and I think that's okay. Sometimes we struggle a bit sometimes. I actually really love these windows as well. I do want nice big ones, because this house does feel quite small. Wait, actually, maybe I could use the happy birthday ones. I know I don't think they're called happy birthday, but maybe that could be an option. Oh my god, the yellow is giving me PTSD from my last video. That looks like a bit of a TV screen. As I was saying, I want there to be a nice bit of natural light, because I guess with builds like that, you know, when they're small, especially trying to do like a 100 tile challenge or whatever, like you are really shooting yourself in the foot. Like these are such small homes, they would feel so stuffy that I totally get it. Like it would feel very scary and very stuffy all at the same time. You'd feel very claustrophobic, you know, like these little bedrooms look like little prison cells. Don't they? I feel like they kind of do. I guess it would be nice to have some sort of a window here as well, but that does look a bit weird with that door there. Also that door, can we get like a smaller door? I feel like we don't need it to be so dramatic. I think even this one would be better. Is it weird to have a half of the house with different color windows and then the other half with different color windows? Because I personally think white looks better here, but black looks better at the front. Is that weird? I don't think so. I feel like I've seen that before, I think. Maybe I'll just go ahead with it for a while. I don't think we need any windows in the garage. But yeah, I think everything else is now windowed up. And I think everything has a door also. So this is fantastic. Okay, so I removed everything except for the kitchen because I do not want to move that. That is a thing in itself. So let's work away and let's pick out some nice of wood flooring. So let me try maybe go for, which ones did I like? Maybe the quality ones. These ones are really pretty. I've only recently discovered these, so maybe we could try and work with these. They also have some pretty interesting swatches, but it's not even the swatches of this. It's the texture of this one that I really like. Or else then there is the heartwood planks, which I love this color. Like that is so stunning. Oh, see with the black. Oh, with the black, I feel like we should go for a darker color. But am I shooting us in the foot doing a darker color in a small house? Are we going to be stuck feeling very dark and dreary, you know? Yeah, I feel like the two different color windows is a bit of a weird thing to do, but maybe this is just that type of weird build. Oh, these wood floors are so nice. Can't keep doing the same thing. And Sandra, you cannot. Maybe I'll do some carpet in the kids' bedrooms, you know, maybe something funky. Oh, that's a lovely color actually. Maybe we could do a color like this and then we could go for like, oh, that yellow is a bit much. What if I do like pink and yellow? Is that a fun look? That just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Maybe not. What about like this carpet? I've already used these carpets. That could be a fun little thing to do. Or does that look a bit too bougie for a child? I don't stereotypically just want to go for pink and blue. Like I think that's a bit stereotypical, but that yellow is just very jarring in my eyes. Maybe we could just do like a regular and then we could put like a little rug over that as well. Just, you know, to make it a little bit more different and interesting. I don't know what that means. You know what I might do? I might actually start off with the bathroom because I really need to figure out how we can fit everything in this bathroom. I mean, it's a big enough bathroom, but I just need to figure out the positioning of the door. Do we go for like bath and shower combo? No, we don't, because that is just totally ruining the aesthetic of the window. Do we go for beautiful, beautiful shower vibes? I kind of like this type of shower because it does give you the most space. Because I could just shove in like a toilet like right here. Even go for like this little squishy small toilet. What if I go for this toilet and then I change this to like white? That's a fun idea. It's something different. I'm waiting on the day that the sleek bathroom kit stuff will become a part of the bathroom accents. Not today. Another day down. It's not going to be today. Yeah, look, I could just put like you right here. And then we just have like some nice bathroom accents. There we go. That's fantastic. Yeah. God, I love this kit. This kit is honestly like my favorite kit. I like the workshop garage. Renovation workshop. Workshop renovation. I always get confused with the name of it. Obviously, since we're doing a giveaway. But this, the sleek bathroom makes your bathroom very sleek. Okay, so that's our little bathroom. It's a little bit more cluttered because I kind of wanted to have actual items, you know, like where do these people brush their teeth? So we've got some towels, we've got some other cute little bits. And yeah, I guess this is pretty much fully functional. I don't think I have to double check it. I think your Sims should be able to get to everything. So that's nice. At least I know that the door can stay here. So I can even maybe put like a little table on this side or something. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably won't be able to fit one. But look, at least we've got something and I don't have to worry about, you know, that being in the way. So since this is brick on the outside, maybe I should do some sort of like a brick on the inside. What if I even do like a little white brick like that on this wall? Just like some fun exposed brick. I think that's pretty cool. I kind of like that idea. And then on the inside here, we could just go for some regular walls. Really like the idea of bringing in some color, maybe some sort of orange maybe. That might be a fun little look to maybe do orange, and then the rest we could just do white. I think that would be pretty cute. So we don't really want to go too dark, as I said, with the walls, because it will make this space feel quite small. So obviously using bright colors will brighten up your space and make it seem a lot bigger. So that's always a fun little thing to do when you're struggling for space, which we are desperately struggling for space here. No, not desperately. I think we're doing an okay job, but it's always a little bit scary. Honestly, some of the new clutter items from the kitchen clutter kit look so good together. Like, look at that. Doesn't that look so adorable? That's so cute. And also the fact that these things are like functional. I mean, it's so cool. Like, I was actually only just thinking the other day, I was like, whenever I start a new rags to riches, this is just going to be so good, because I can just buy myself a jar of delights, which is 65 simoleons, and I can get a free cookie out of that. Or else even like the little lunchbox, it's 100 simoleons. I believe it's one of the cheapest objects that will actually give you like quick meals. So I think that's fantastic. So I like the fact that these items are functional and that they can actually give you something. I know that cookie jar is great, but I think the other thing looks a little bit nicer there. So that's our little kitchen. I was just trying to make sure that it looks good, and it looks nice and cluttered too, but still enough so that your Sims can actually prepare their food. I of course need some nice paintings on this wall, so maybe let's try and use these ones, because you know, these ones, I do like them. Oh my god, what am I doing? I do like them, but there's just something a little bit difficult about picking out ones to make it seem like you're not running a restaurant, because so far all of these kind of look like restaurant vibes. And like, why would I want to have cereal commercials, you know, in my kitchen? That's a little bit weird. I guess I like that one. Maybe the broccoli. I guess these two are kind of cute. Yeah, maybe these ones will work. I also really wish I could somehow squish bag of shopping, because this bag of shopping is just so fun. What if I just stand it there? I wonder, is that functional? Because that actually looks really cute. You know, just having that like randomly chilling there. Also, I know I said that the other day, I wish this like bountiful basket, I wish that also was a functional item that we could just get like fruit out of, or like purchase just fruit. I think that would be so much fun, and that would be so handy. Anyways, I love all of these items. Honestly, the kitchen clutter kit is really good as well. I know this video is not about the kitchen clutter kit, and I should probably move on to the garage, the actual part of the video, because we're doing a giveaway. But anyways, let me just do a little bit more off camera so we can move on a bit. I'm just working away on the bedroom, just making it like a dark navy room. And I actually just read a comment a while ago saying you should do a challenge trying not to use these curtains. And honestly, guys, don't be saying things like that now, because people will cop on and they will actually want me to do it, and I don't think I can. I think literally looking at all of my past builds, I'd say the last like 100 of my last builds, I have used these curtains in every build. So I mean, it's not that I should stop using them, it's maybe that the Sims should make more of the same kind of thing so I could start using other ones, you know. Maybe that's what we need to start complaining about, not me using the same curtains all the time, because I love them and I cannot stop. I'm sorry, I cannot stop. Maybe someday I'll be strong enough to stop. For now, I'm still a weak little way. In all seriousness though, I really love this room. Like, I love the dark navy with the white brick with the cream, and there's even like a little bit of peach on the rug. What have I done here? This is nice. This is stunning. I love it. It's very cutesy. I don't know. Just trying to sell it to myself. No, but I do actually think I really like the navy look. I think it's pretty cute. This room is so moody. I love it. Okay, just working a little bit on the kids' rooms, and I actually really like this one. Kind of. I mean, I'm using a different curtain, so I think that's what I wanted to show you the most out of this room. I think it's pretty cute. So we've got like some marble jars, we've got a little notebook, we've got a violin. I mean, I don't know. I really like this wall pattern, so maybe we could try and work with that a little bit. So this is the other kid. So like, oh my god. Let me try figure out, is there like a nice, oh, the yellow could actually work quite nicely. I'm trying to use beds that I don't necessarily use very often. Actually, wait now. The pink probably match with the yellow. Black. That's actually a pretty nice little thing there. I was going to do the bunk bed, but honestly, I feel like the bunk bed almost takes up more room. So I feel like what I'm going to do in this room is actually use a small little desk. Shove that small desk in the corner, and it just feels like it's just a little bit more spacious. I don't know, is it more breathable because we're not like using the up above space? I don't know. There's just something weird about the bunk beds that I'm not really sure I'm a big fan of. So I'm just gonna not do it, I guess. I like these as bedside lockers because they're so small and so skinny that they do almost like fit everywhere, and they have a couple of snap points, so it's not just like a one little snap point thing. I kind of like that about it as well. I think that's pretty cute. So maybe on this bedside locker we could put actually some toys or something, because you know, it's nice that the kids can have some little toys and not just like plants, you know? Don't make everything look so perfect and pretty all the time. Let's have some toys on this bedside locker. Yes. Here we go. Your favorites. That actually would have been me as a child, just having loads of toys on my bedside locker, because I think it's important to have the squad, the gang here with you, you know? That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. Okay, for the curtain, should I try use a different curtain as well altogether? Because I don't like when the curtains clip through stuff. Like I have it hidden with the plant over there because it is clipping. But yeah, I don't really like the fact that that is clipping. I need like nicer, shorter curtains. If I could cut these in half, that would be fantastic. But I don't think I can do that. And like we could do that, but that's very dramatic. And I don't think it fits the aesthetic of the home, unfortunately. So yeah, here I am stuck. Like I can't pick out any other curtains. Everything else is too long. And the ones that are short are like weird curtains, you know? Okay, I give up on the curtain. These are the two kids' rooms, which I think they're pretty cute. So this person does have a little laptop, so I think that's pretty cute. But they also have a nice array of teddies, which I think is pretty cute. So we've got two sort of different interests here, which is fantastic. So I guess what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to, let's just do the sitting room like really quickly. We know what we want from the sitting room. We don't need to be asking it questions. We're going to do a very regular schmegular sitting room. Should we even do like blue vibes, or is that going to match the chair a bit too much? But I think it would be nice to do the blue with the red. Also, could we afford to get a bigger couch? I feel like that is something we can afford. If I get like a big couch, I can just get like a tiny seat, maybe like one of these, like right here. Instead of having like the big seat, I could just have a small seat. Although, is that couch a little too awkward? Maybe it is, actually. Never mind. Maybe we do need a small couch. I actually really like how cozy this couch looks. So maybe let's try use that one. And maybe let's try and incorporate this rug somehow in here by making it smaller. I mean, I kind of like the idea of the orange, but now I feel like the couch doesn't fit. Well, we're back to square one. I was like, let's do this really quickly. Let's just not even think about it. And here I am, like, stressing over the color of the couch. Why do I do these things to myself? Maybe let's just go for this one. I'm so bad at this. Like, this video was supposed to be like, oh, building a small house with a garage is going to take me 2 minutes. We'll be at the garage in no time. Yeah, we're like halfway through the video. Garage nowhere to be seen. Picking out couches for 17 years. Like, why do I do these things? Okay, that's cute. I kind of like this. This is interesting. It's like just a little bit of a different vibe, different aesthetic. Things are okay. Throwing down some curtains. Bob's your uncle. A house is almost complete. Garage incomplete, of course. Okay, so I think I've completed now like the little sitting room area. So we've got like a few cute little cluttery bits, you know, a few little items to make it feel like this home is lived in. I mean, I really hope that all of this here will be functional. I feel like it is. Like, surely Sims will be able to walk past here. So we've got seating for 3 Sims, you know? I mean, not everyone always watches TV together. I feel like my Sims never watch TV anyways because I make them do so many crazy things. I made my own little like collage because I didn't know what painting to pick, so I picked all of them, you know? That's usually the case. I guess it kind of would be nice to almost have like a little light down this dreary and sad hallway. I feel like we need something, like even like a small one of these, just to be like, oh guys, don't worry, it's not that sad. I've used this kind of hanging light here, which I know a lot of people don't really like this one, but I actually kind of like it. I feel like it's quite homely, very realistic, so I feel like that's cute, just to have like a little light bulb. Yeah, so it's pretty cluttered for an 100 tile house. Just keep that in mind. It's a 100 tile house. Now we are going to be doing the part of the video which we all were waiting for like 17 years, because this video is going to be so long. But now we're going to be doing the garage. Yay! Okay, I'm very excited because this kit is honestly so fun. Hence why I am doing a giveaway, because I really wanted you guys to have this. I know there's so many packs out there, there's so many objects, there's so many items, so many things to spend your money on, and I totally understand it. But this though, this is really cool. So we've got a nice wallpaper. I mean, nice, I don't really mean that it's that nice, but it is pretty cool. It has a few different like swatches, like of like dirty, scuffed up swatches, which I actually think is pretty cool. So I might just alternate those between each other. I think that's pretty fantastic. I mean, you could probably also match it up with maybe like some stone, maybe like the stone that we have outside, maybe at least like on this wall, to give it something, you know. I think that's pretty cute. Yeah, we've got no windows in this room, which is totally fine. I don't need windows in this room. We'll use this cool new light, which I guess, do I even need to pair it with a saucer? No, I don't. This actually emits enough light for once in The Sims. Jeez, that's actually a really good light. Yeah, so we don't need to use a saucer with this. And this actually, I'm going to pick out some of my favorite objects just to kind of show you a couple of things. But this has some interactive objects as well as objects that you can work on. I mean, I'm not going to be using these, but these are pretty cute. So these, obviously, you probably have already seen this. These are objects that you can restore. I'm really sad that the price of them doesn't go up as you kind of, you know, I suppose restore them, because that would be such a fun way of making money in The Sims. I mean, you probably still could do this, would get to work if you like want to restore these objects and set them for sale, make the markup price higher. Bob's your uncle, you get the idea. But there's a couple of other objects. So we've got the new woodworking bench, which we of course will use in this build. I mean, this is just a staple. This is such a beautiful workbench, and I love like the kind of worn swatches. Like, look, you obviously had like a cup of coffee on this. I think that's fantastic. So why don't we use this one? Maybe if I put it, wait a second, because I also have another cool object that I really love, which is, I think it's the carpenter's caddy. No, actually, wait, now it's both of these. So the carpenter's caddy, I'm going to make it a bit smaller. I'm going to put it right next to this. This also, right, comes with amazing swatches, but this also, if your sim interacts with this object, they get focused, right? So once they get focused, they get into the mindset of working on things faster. So all of their projects will work out faster. So your sims will take less time doing them. Doing things like restoring these items also will be a lot faster. So this object is fully interactable, and I actually love the idea of having that in like a garage, because you know, you don't necessarily have to have a garage or a handy sim. But if I just have a garage and I throw that object in there, if my sim needs to be focused for like work or whatever, I just go into the garage, look at some pieces of wood in a caddy, and here I am, like totally, you know, inspired and whatever. I actually am getting mixed up with these two objects because one of them, maybe it's this one, wait a second. Yeah, no, I am right. So this one is the one that gives you focus mode, and this one is a storage box, which actually it costs 260 simoleons, and it comes with a couple of upgrade parts for your sim already, which I think is such a cool way as well of like getting upgrade parts, getting your handy sim up there. Like, it just makes me want to do like a handy let's play, or maybe just like a handy, like, you know, getting rich using handiness. I feel like that's something we need to do. We also have a new sink, which I think is fantastic because it also comes with some like scuffed up swatches, which they're always really fun, you know, having like scuffed up swatches and things. That's always like probably the most fun thing you can do. Oh, okay, this room is really small. Now I'm realizing this, and now I'm kind of struggling. Maybe we don't need the sink. Wait a second. I'm trying to like fit everything in here, make it make sense. I also want to use like this as a storage unit. So maybe we could have you like squished into the wall. Maybe we could go for like the dark swatches in this room. I'll almost like merge these two together to pretend that they're like an item together. And then maybe I could have these like screw the door. We don't really need the door to be that accessible. So we'll have two of those together. That's pretty cute. Okay. Okay. We also have this thing, which I am going to scale it down and just like put it up on this wall. Yeah, that is so cool. Like, I honestly, like, I don't do things like this. I don't do handiness work around the house. Well, I do. Like, I do little bits and pieces. But I'm not like a super, super handy sim. I was about to say I'm not a sim. I'm a real person. But I'm not like a super handy person. But this just for some reason makes me feel like, you know, we've got all of our bits. We've got all of our cleaning supplies. I feel prepared. I feel like I know I can handle anything if I have to. You know, so it makes me feel very happy. I don't know why. I don't know why stupid things like this make me happy, but they do. And honestly, that is just the way it is. Also, these are stackable objects, just to let you know. They do stack on top of each other, which I think is pretty exciting. There is a fan, right? And I like this fan. I thought that this fan is also going to give you like a moodlet, because it does say that it's ideal for keeping your Sims focused and cool during their DIY project. Now, I haven't fully played with this yet, so I'm wondering, is it that when you get your sim focused with this little caddy and then you turn on the fan, that this maintains your focused mood? I really don't know. I was trying to figure it out the other day and I really couldn't. So let me know if you know, but I really don't know. So yeah, I don't know. There's also a few couple of interesting pieces like this as well. So these are also stackable. Like, you can put things on top of it, which I think is just fantastic. The fact that we've got stackable objects. Also have this little chair. Like, that is a chair. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, that is a bucket, but it is a chair, and the swatches are fantastic. You can imagine maybe there's a couple of these that the kids maybe came in here while like their mom or dad were working away or on something, and then like the kids like sit on these little buckets. I think that would be really cute. I really like that idea. So yeah, there's a couple of amazing items that you can actually transform your house with. Like, this is an electrical fuse box, so obviously that needs to be accessed. I don't think that's going to work, but I am going to put that there for aesthetics. Maybe we could actually put like the boiler. Oh, I think no, we'll just forget about the boiler, but I will just use that for aesthetics for this point. We also have this, which is sand, sawdust, and more. And these are like swatches of, I suppose, carpet to make the place seem dirtier. Like, imagine even that for a rags to riches, or like a house flipper. Like, that is so cool. Like, I love things like that. Like, just nasty things like that. I don't know why I love them so much, but look how cool this room looks already. And it's functional. Like, you've got storage, you've got actual workbench, you've got things to store things. Because, you know, sometimes actually with this thing, the thing that stores your upgrade parts, sometimes I have so much rubbish in my Sims inventory that I wish I could like get rid of some stuff. And I think that box is pretty cool because sometimes you can just get rid of some stuff and just put it into that box and just forget about it. It's in the shed. It's like me. I'm like, just throw it into the shed, forget about it. It does not exist. I think that's pretty cool. So as I said, there's like other things that your sim can put there, but like we can also put like Bob around places. Like we can just like throw some objects down, and oh my god, that goes up there. Wait a second. Okay, I did scale it down, but now I feel like I need to put it up here. Oh yes, now that is a workshop I'm talking about. We're working on them plants. I mean, you could probably be like repotting some plants. Wait, no, maybe if I pair it with the greenhouse haven kit, I could actually put down some like, why can you not go up there? Like, I mean, surely can go up there. Please don't be like this. The video is going so well. Okay, no, it's like trying to snap to these. Where did it go? Why is it in there? What? Okay, can I put like you up somewhere else? What the heck? Guys, this surely is just not that hard. Why are you... Okay, everybody. Let's just take a breather. Let's calm down. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Yeah, I mean, things are still slightly clipping through each other. I'm going to get rid of this one because I just can't be dealing. But that is pretty cool. Like, we could even have like a little fan. Yeah, look at how cool we are, guys. We're so cool. Yeah, like if you pair it with some other objects, you obviously can make this a totally different space altogether if you want to, you know. It doesn't have to be necessarily like a handy person, you know. This could literally be anybody, and I think that's pretty cool. So that's why I really love this kit, because it gives you the ability of making a space feel different in multiple different ways. Like I could have a woodworking workshop, I could have a robotics workshop, I could have a gardening workshop like I am doing at the moment. So I think that is pretty cool, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Hence why I thought it's very important. If I can do a giveaway, if I feel confident about a pack, I will do a giveaway, and I feel like you guys know this by now, so I'm glad that I can do these things. I really want you guys to enter so that you can actually get yourself this pack, because I do think that there are a couple of packs out there that do deserve the recognition, and I think this one is one of them. So I'm so glad that I can actually do this as a giveaway. I was looking for a car to scale up. I've got a helicopter. I guess you could actually have like a fake helicopter just in the back garden. That is so funny. We need cars in The Sims though. Like, I'm sick of finding these stupid little cars and scaling them up. We need cars in The Sims ASAP. Nice little family wagon. We'll put that in the front garden. Well, we can almost like put it here as if it's like driving in, right? Kind of like this. Is that too big or is it too small? Maybe if I make it a bit smaller. I mean, the Sims are quite small, so we don't want this to be too big. I'll just like put it like this. So then underneath here, we could also have like a little dining space, because obviously dining space is an issue inside. It's a little small. Maybe out here we could have like a fun little table. Maybe something like that, because we've got like a cute little barbecue and stuff. So maybe this is like our little fun table, you know? That's cute. I've done like no landscaping yet, which is just so bizarre for me as a person, as a builder, to not have done any landscaping. It's crazy. I usually do that first. I actually only just realized now that I'm missing something. There's something missing in this house. It doesn't feel complete. Yes, Sandra, it's just a multitude of landscaping that you normally place down. That is what you're missing, but that's okay. I'm about to fix it all up once more, and we will be happy once again with our landscaping. Yeah, I mean, the landscaping does really bring the whole house together, I feel. It just makes it look like the house hasn't just been placed down. Like, the house has been here a long time, and we've been looking after the garden, and it's overgrowing at times, but we love it, you know? We love our house nevertheless. I actually really like the way this house turned out. Like, such a small house. Obviously, it's literally a small house, like 100 out of 100 tile. But like, I like how small it is, but also it's pretty spacious at the same time. I don't know what I'm trying to say to you at this point. Let me just do the landscaping and then we can do a tour. Okay guys, so I've now completed the whole entirety of the house, and as you can see, it's still 100 out of 100 tiles, which is still a small home. What is this called? Yeah, it's a small home, 100 out of 100. I mean, you can clearly see it, but the way that I've built this, it actually looks a lot bigger than a small home, obviously because of that little porch thing that we've got here going on for us. This is a fully, well, I'd like to think it's a fully functional house. It's a fully functional family home with a little kitchen, with a dining space, with a garage. Beautiful garage, may I ask, with some floating plants, but we just won't talk about those because everything looks just so cool and so realistic. And I think the idea of this particular kit, it makes a house look even more lived in. So if you're trying to make a family home, maybe with a sim that's like really into woodworking or whatever, it's really easy to make a house look like it's lived in because of that like debris on the floor, that sawdust, you know, things like that. So it is pretty cute. But the last thing I suppose that we need to do is a little tour. I guess I'll show you just really quickly the garden space. We've got a few activities. We can do gardening. There's like hopscotch, which I never used that, which I thought was actually kind of cute to put a little bit of hopscotch here. We've got some bicycles, you know, we've got some gardening little pots and things. We've got a nice little area to chill as well. We've got some bees. We've got a couple of fun little things here and there just for storytelling as well. Obviously that there's like a bike left here, you know, things like that. I think that does look really cute. So let's do a quick tour. Welcome on into my small family home with the garage built in. And I think this actually worked out a lot better than I expected. I mean, to make 100 tiles, but like take up quite a lot of them with a garage and still make like a family home for 4 Sims, I think I'd like to give myself a pat on the back, especially because I don't do family homes ever. So as you come in here, you instantly see a nice bit of clutter. We're safe now with the little alarm, the burglar alarm. You straight away come into the sitting space, which I mean, looking at the back garden and the fact that there is a garage, I feel like these Sims that live here, they're quite outdoorsy Sims. Maybe they like to play outside. They like to be in the garage. So our living space doesn't have to be that big. The living space almost feels untouched because we like to spend our time somewhere else. And that is the narrative that we'd like to go with. So there's a few nice little nooks because, you know, for realism, you'd like to think that we need places to like hide our clutter and things. Let's check out the bathroom first. So that is nice little blue, spacious, quite big cluttered bathroom as well with a beautiful view out onto the road. Fantastic. Then we've got our kitchen, which was the thing that I was most upset about doing because I really wanted that table to not feel awkward. But I think with the way that I did cut out that little tile and made that tiny little excuse of a hallway, I think it does seem quite nice. And the fact that there's quite bright spaces and big windows to make it feel like the space is being elongated. Even I feel like the mirror plays a little bit of a part here, even though the mirror does add to the clutter. I feel like there is a sense of portal, a sense of space with that mirror. We've got some clutter in the sink. We've got some fun little things up there. But looking at this, there's places to chop up. There's places to cook. Hopefully that won't be in the way. But anyways, this is our little kitchen space. So maybe let's check out the bedrooms next. So we've got a beautiful, actually very vibey, very, I was gonna say dreary, but that's the wrong term. This is not dreary. This is very like dark and chill. I don't know what the words are. Beautiful little bathrooms, can say bedroom for the parents. Then we've got bedroom number 1 for child number 1. I mean, this is actually pretty cute as well. I'd like to think this is functional. The little violin is just like playing a sad little violin in the corner. But look, it's still pretty cute, I'd like to think. The kid will still be able to do their homework and things in there. Then, unfortunately, the other child gets the bigger bedroom, but the entrance to the child's bedroom is through the kitchen space. But this little room, I think, is pretty cute. So we've got some toys. We actually got a laptop as well. So I think this kid is pretty privileged to have its own little laptop here. But I think that's pretty cute. Plants cutting through the walls. We do not worry about those in this house. And then the last room of the house, which is probably the main thing because we're doing a giveaway, I keep forgetting. This is the last room, which is the little garage. And honestly, merging it together with like the gardening things, you can just create a totally different vibe and a totally different feel. And I think with the pops of green plants, like that is the type of garage I'd like to see. I think this is stunning. I think this is beautiful. There's just clutter. There is a mess on the ground. The kids can come in here actually and sit down with you and like keep you company, which I think is just so totally adorable. And the fact that all of these objects that you're looking right now on the floor, they're all functional. And I think that out of a kit is just like a bit of a round of applause, you know, because as I said, we do get a lot of stuff. We get kits that maybe you may feel pressured to buy, but see, this is why I like showing you these things. See, it's because of EA that I get to show you a lot of these things now, and I'm very privileged and very grateful to do so. I like the fact that I can show you this just so you can make up your own mind. Also, sorry, I just realized there's little plugs on that, and that is just so cute. Anyways, I like the fact that I can bring you this. I like the fact that I can show you this so you can make up your own mind. mind about whether you like this or not. Also, you may not take anything away from this video, but you can just literally comment down below favorite style of building and I can give you this pack, you know. So I like the fact that I can do this. I feel very grateful and very privileged to do so. So yeah, I mean, I like this kit. That's all you need to take out of this. Anyways, then you come out the side here, and I should have probably painted the ceiling. Actually, no, I can't because that's a roof. Never mind, so just ignore it. But out the side here, we've got a very family-friendly little space over here. So you can grill, you can take your rubbish out, I guess. You can sit down while your kids are playing, while you're gardening, while whoever is chilling over there. I mean, with such a beautiful view, we've got a car, and then we can head back into the house. I really like this house, and I hope you guys like this house too, because I think it turned out a lot better than I expected. Again, I'd like to remind you that this is 100 tiles only. Obviously, we've got a little bit of a cheating action going on, but it's not necessarily cheating. I mean, I've removed the floor tiles. It's still a covered area, but it's all of the livable area is still inside, so I still like to think I did a great job on this build. I'm really patting myself on the back today. I don't know, I hope you guys enjoy this build too. Anyways guys, I'm going to leave you with this beautiful view of my house and my beautiful garage. As I said, don't forget to enter that giveaway down in the comments. Let me know your favorite Sims building style, whether it is contemporary. I don't even know, is this a contemporary, what vibe even is this house? It's like a mix. I mean, I kind of like to mix my styles as well, between contemporary, modern, kind of cozy, kind of homely, but sometimes a lot of like industrial vibed as well. So let me know your favorite style down in the comments. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe because that does really help me out as well. And I will pick out a winner in 2 weeks time on the 27th of May, and one of you guys will be able to win the workshop. Sorry, I keep getting confused with the name of it. The Sims 4 Restoration Workshop Kit. You will be able to win that for yourself. As per usual, thank you so much for watching this video. Check out my previous ones down below. And yeah guys, good luck in the giveaway, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.